Hello everybody, happy Friday, last day of July, and we have some amazing news coming out from Microsoft Flight Simulator today, so stick around. There is a ton of very awesome stuff coming in this particular video. If you are interested in acquiring any of my Overkill's tutorial guides for Microsoft Flight Simulator, please consider joining me on Patreon. Patreon subscribers level tier 2 and above have access to all of my guides, as well as any future updates and future guides that will be coming down the road. Link to Patreon can be found in the description below. Okay, starting out the show here, we have an update of Just Flight's Fokker F-28. The F-28, as we know, is in development and has been for quite some time, but we are finally starting to hear some more information coming down the road. The team over at Just Flight has released a bunch of very awesome screenshots. This thing looks absolutely gorgeous. Let me back this out a little bit for you guys so you can see. Well, actually, I guess that works out well. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So here's the detailed view of the cabin, looking very, very nice. Again, keeping up with the Microsoft Flight Simulator standards. And of course, this aircraft is absolutely still in development, so none of these are final images, but definitely giving us an idea of the kind of work that's being put into this aircraft. This is another one that I think is going to be a ton of fun to have to the addition of the simulator. Now, we do not have a release date as of yet, but they are hoping before the end of this year, and then having the Fokker 170 following in 2023. So as we get more of these commercial type aircraft, it's actually really nice to start seeing people stepping away from the big airliners and getting some of the smaller ones back into play. So again, our collective hangar for Microsoft Flight Simulator is growing rapidly, and this is just the first one. We got a ton of information coming. Probably for me the most exciting information that I've read today, but it's close. Trust me, it's close. So Coronado shows off the Pilatus PC-12. Now, as well as we all know, or most of us know by now, Coronado has also been very busy with helping out with a lot of the local legend releases from the Microsoft Flight Simulator and coming up on the big anniversary launch coming in November. However, it seems like the team has gotten back to work on the Pilatus PC-12. I am super excited about this. It definitely has that TBM 930 vibe. As I've said many, many times before on this channel, the TBM 930 is probably my favorite of the aircraft still to this day. Now, she's seen a lot of heartache lately with the TBM 930 improvement mod, unfortunately being delayed because of the poor situation going on overseas. So best wishes to the developer there. Obviously, prayers and good thoughts go out that direction. However, this will be a nice aircraft to see sort of start to fill the shoes of the TBM 930. I am super excited for this aircraft. The cockpit images look amazing. I'm really, really happy to see this aircraft coming down the line. I mean, this thing looks slick. Coronado aircraft, there's a lot of opinions going both ways. I actually like their aircraft. I think they're a ton of fun. They are modeled, in my opinion, perfectly well enough for simulation. I always enjoy it. I've been having a blast with the aircraft that are currently in the simulator right now. So yeah, this thing looks cool. This thing looks like a beast. I really, really like the flight deck images. It looks awesome. I really like the layout. We're definitely going back a little ways here, which is kind of nice because that's the one thing that I am sort of tired of, I'm not going to lie, is all of the multi-screen displays and, you know, getting away from the steam gauges and not have as many buttons to push. So this aircraft is singing to me. I don't know about you guys, but I'm super excited to see this one come down the line. It'll be cool to have another turboprop. It's still got that sleek, I'm a bat out of hell look to it, you know, kind of like the TBM 930 does. One of my favorite things about the TBM 930 is it's like a Lamborghini in the skies, and I think this one going right alongside it, bring it, baby. We're going to do this. So I am super, super excited to have this one coming down the line. I cannot wait. Now, unfortunately, we do not as of yet have a release date, but they are saying we believe we are close. So cross your fingers, because this is one that I will jump all over in case you guys can't tell. Another big banger coming down the line here. The FS, let's see, let me make sure. Yep, okay. I've been all over the place today. FS Dream Team's GSX. For those of you who don't remember the GSX series from the previous simulators, this is freaking awesome. This is going to absolutely completely change the way the ground handling works in Microsoft Flight Simulator. This is one I have been waiting to hear more information on, because it unfortunately is going to blow a lot of the already really cool mods that are in the game right out the window, because you can cover absolutely everything from customization of your ground liveries, what ground equipment you want, the type of parking you want. Do you want the jetway? Do you want stairways? What kind of baggage carts do you want? Do you want the big loaders? Do you want the cargo loaders? You can set your pushback. You can actually, just like we have in the toolbar pushback right now, you can actually determine how far back you go, where you go. You can determine your marshalers. Do you have a marshaler at your parking spot? Where is the marshaler at your parking spot? There is a ton of features that you have from this particular utility. This was one of my favorite utilities, and I think it was P3D that I used this last in, but absolutely awesome. It is an amazing add-on that does so much. Make sure that you guys, there will be a link to this article in the description, so make sure you guys come to this page and watch this YouTube video. It demonstrates it. It's completely raw, meaning that there's no editing, there's no fancy showboat, look how fancy it is kind of thing. It's just the raw, here's how you use the image, the same actions that you will be taking in the simulator, and it looks fantastic. I cannot wait. These are great, and the reason why I'm so excited, it's great even when you're not, but I am a content creator. Obviously, you guys are watching it, and this kind of stuff is what content creators love, because this is where we get the immersion from. This is where we can make the cool cinematic videos. I haven't been doing a lot of cinema videos just because of the fact that, we're missing a lot, in my opinion. There's still many people who do great jobs with it. It's just, for me, it's not right where I want to be. This will be a big game changer for me. This is going to make me want to really get into the cinema stuff. So super excited for this one. Now, again, we do not have a release date yet, but we have this. Okay. Weeks hopefully away, not months. So again, coming down the line, maybe possibly within July, maybe a little bit afterwards. I'm really hoping for this one. July is going to be ching, 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 ching. My wallet's going to be empty before the month is over. All right. This one I found interesting, and I am absolutely going to be jumping all over this, and then I will be giving you guys my feedback back. Now, I will not be sharing any content, as I want, clearly there's a process they want you to follow. So I will not be sharing any content of the process, but I will be giving you my feedback of the process. The Pilot Club launches an online flight school. Now, this is a VATSIM partnered team called the Pilot Club. It is a large organization that is just like us, the rest of us simmers, who's very dedicated and very passionate about our incredible hobby. You have everything from real pilots to real world air traffic controllers to brand new newbies who may not know how to fly a kite. And what they're offering is a free training program, very similar and falling in line with the real world private pilot's license syllabus, covering the flight fundamentals and VFR flying. Now, check this out. This is kind of cool. I mean, they're really getting down and dirty with it. To be awarded a VATSIM pilot rating, the student pilot must complete a set of training curriculum and pass the both written and practical examinations, quote unquote, from FS Elite. Super stoked. Now, here's the other catch. Ding! The online flight school is free to all of the Pilot Club members. So I will be joining it. I will be letting you guys know what that process looks like, if it's difficult or it's just a matter of joining their Discord. And then we'll be going through it, and I'll give you guys probably, as I progress, I'll be giving you my feedback on the previous courses. Again, I will not be sharing any content with you because obviously it is restricted to Pilot Club members only, and I do not want to change that. I would never dream of breaching someone's, policies of that nature, right? However, I don't think there's any harm giving you guys feedback, telling you, yes, it's detailed, there's helpful, right? I'm going to be sharing all of that with you guys. So, super excited to try this one. This is pretty neat. It's the fact that what caught my attention, locked me in, was them stating that they are going to be following the real world PPL certification, right? Or syllabus. Sorry, not certification, but syllabus. And that's really exciting to me. That says a lot. And that's what caught my attention. So it's not just a bunch of simmers saying, let's just sort of wing it. Here's what we think you need. They're actually, following the real world syllabus. And that light me up. especially if you're like myself and you aspire to become a real-world pilot. So here is the Pilot Club website. I will make sure to have a link to this down in the description below as well. Make sure you guys follow the instructions, read through it. But as far as I can tell, to join, you just come up to the top of the page, and there's an option to join their Discord as well as register for the website. So again, stay tuned, and I'll keep you guys posted on this. The news just keeps on coming. Cockspur releases the SG-38 hand glider. Now, this hand glider is available. I'm going to give you guys the short version here. This hand glider is available for €299 euros. That ain't bad at all. We're going to pick it up. We're going to try it out, especially after my latest enjoyment of the G.Skill 2. Now, here's the weird thing. They blatantly say that this thing's a real pain in the backside to keep in the air with only a 10-to-1 glide ratio. That's very low for a hand glider. So they say that it comes with the winch launch system, and after that, it is up to you to really put your skills to the test. And they actually say in black and white that it will absolutely challenge even the most skilled of glider pilots. So this is going to be a very tough one to keep in the air, but at €299 euros, I have absolutely no problem whatsoever checking this out. Be sure to also take a look at the A22LS. I'll be sure to do a review about that post. I must have missed that one. But the one that's really got my attention is the Cessna Citation 510. I can't wait to hear more information about that and see that one come down the line. However, like I said, I've been having a ton of fun with the gliders. It's a whole different ballgame. I'm going to tell you guys right now. And I think I'm going to absolutely add this for a little over, let's call it $5 US. Let's just call it what it is. I'm rounding up. I would absolutely love to try this. The Aerosoft CRJ has received an update. The new version 1.0.17.0 includes fixes and new additional functionality. The fixes relate to fuel and time predictions, some issues with VNAV, and also with specific callouts in some conditions. Now, a full list of the changelog can be found here, but this is actually kind of a really awesome one for me because I know that a lot of us have stepped away from the CRJ, and myself have had some issues with the CRJ itself in the previous update. So I'm really excited to see this. I want to jump into it. I'm really hoping that they've cleaned up the aircraft quite a bit because I actually used to have quite a bit of issues with it. I had some very odd behavior and definitely in the vertical profiles. So really hoping that really did get adjusted to the point, I'm not looking for perfection. Heck, I wouldn't know perfection if it bit me in the face, I would imagine. But definitely a smoother flight because this is another one that I think would actually be a lot of fun to do a tutorial guide on. Again, I actually really dig these smaller aircraft. It's more reasonable to do the smaller hops with it. The Tucson to Phoenix jumps, the Phoenix to LA jumps, right? The smaller hops that don't require all day behind the simulator, and you don't have to adjust the the sim rate time. I really do enjoy the smaller aircraft. Now you can do that with the bigger jets. It just doesn't seem as right. You know what I mean? So super excited to see this, and we're definitely going to be trying this out on the channel and seeing where the CRJ is actually at. But for those of you who are the CRJ lovers of the Aerosoft CRJ, there's an update for it. OrbX Fly July is back for 2022. This is a month-long community event that OrbX sponsors for the last few years. And through the entire month of July, they're going to be having different interviews, different flight events, different group flights, some giveaways, some competitions, all kinds of things that is all sponsored by July. And this will be starting actually tomorrow on July 1st will be the first of the series. We don't have anything available as far as what's going on tomorrow. So make sure you guys check out OrbX's website. Now, again, this is the entire month of July. On July 16th, they're going to be doing an interview with Laminar Research, as those of you who don't know, the developers of X-Plane. And they're going to be talking about X-Plane 12 in depth. I will definitely be following this one to let you guys know what my take is on it and what we can expect. However, what OrbX has told is that this is going to be told us that this is going to be the best ever Fly July. So make sure you guys stay tuned to the channel here. I will definitely be following up as I hear more. We'll try to join a few of the events, probably do some live streams with it. I think that would be a ton of fun. I'm still working on getting ready to do the Pilot's Edge fly into Oshkosh as well, but the more I've dug into that, I'm making myself so nervous I can't see straight. But we'll definitely be joining this as well. So I hope you guys stay tuned to the channel for that. And also make sure that you follow the OrbX website and jump into a few of the action events yourself. Finally, Just Flight has announced the British Tornado GR1. The Tornado is an extremely hot aircraft. This aircraft has been around for a very long time. It started in 1974 and flew all the way until 2019 with the Royal Air Force. It is still used in German and Saudi Arabian Air Forces. But this aircraft is a badass. There is absolutely nothing sluggish or underperforming about this particular bird. Much like the F-14, it has the variable sweep wing design. So as you accelerate, the wings will pull back. As you decelerate, the wings will come forward. Extremely maneuverable, extremely capable in all fields of air combat, whether it be ground attack and air-to-air. It's a hot aircraft. I am super impressed with the interior textures of this particular aircraft. This is just much like their Hawk T1. They have definitely stepped it up a few notches going with the Tornado, and I am very, very impressed to see that the texturing that's been done with this aircraft and the modeling is on par. This is an aircraft we've actually been hoping to see in DCS World, but this thing looks gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. It's very, very fast, very, very powerful, very, very maneuverable. You and a buddy could have a ton of fun in these aircraft, really duking it out. Maybe go against the Hawk T1 in some, simulated air-to-air or do some formation flying. But this is going to be a really awesome aircraft to have. They have quoted study-level systems functionality in this particular aircraft. So Just Flight's really, they're going to be busy for a while with all of this, man. They're going to be really busy. The fighter collection for Microsoft Flight Simulator is one of those things that I think it's sort of, you're either all for it or you're, if I want to fly fighter aircraft, I'll fly DCS. The thing that you can do that I love about Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I still want those high quality fighter aircraft in Microsoft Flight Simulator, is the terrain. You have the Mach Loop, you have Star Wars Canyon in Nevada, you have a bunch of different areas of the world that would be fun to grip it and rip it in these fighter aircraft that we don't have available in like DCS World because we don't have the high fidelity terrain. They both have their pros and cons. They really do. This is more, I think fighter aircraft and Microsoft Flight Simulator is more for the air show pilot, the guy who just wants to, sit back and immerse himself with the idea of 10,000 people watching you rip it and grip it, right? Like I was saying earlier. And then you have DCS World where you want to blow something up, So I think it really depends on what you're looking for, but yeah, anything from Just Flight. So far, they've been on par with their aircraft. I will definitely be checking out the Tornado when they release it. I've loved the Hawk T1. I think it's a fun aircraft to fly. And I think this is going to absolutely complement that collection very, very well. Well, guys, I hope that you were just as excited with this information as I was today. This has been a ton of fun reading a lot of this information today. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Make sure you guys check out the links to all of these articles and the websites that are incorporated with them. Again, be sure to check out that GSX link so that way you can follow the YouTube video for that and see GSX in action, especially if you have never seen GSX. If you haven't ever used GSX before, watch that YouTube video because it really is going to change your ground simulation immersion. As always, guys, again, tomorrow is Happy Friday. It'll be the 1st of July. You got the Fly July from OrbX. You got the weekend coming up. Plenty of things to smile about, folks. Stay safe and healthy. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.